I have seen article after article after article after article about solar energy, and it for the first time outpaced anything else. And China and India are the leading the charge in solar growth, and China is creating so much solar energy they have a surplus. And um, I didn't see in these articles that China and India are the absolute worst polluters from plastic. They have more gross tonnage than anyone on the planet. I didn't see in these articles that China lies about everything and nothing gets out of China without the say so of the government. I haven't read any articles about how terrible the solar panels are to make for the environment, and that's why China has to make all of them because they don't care about polluting the earth. They care about making money and taking over the earth. Why would anyone believe anything China says? Why? Their own people have to have VPNs in order to look up stuff because they control so much what comes into their country and goes out. And it's amazing how all these agencies that are reporting this are all about solar energy and clean energy. I wonder if they have an agenda. And with the Iran and Israel war, they're trying to push solar energy because fossil fuels, they can't get through that strait, and apparently a gigantic percentage of it goes through that strait. When I guess with all our technology, why not create a new way? The Panama Canal is not natural. Like I I don't understand why we have all this technology. China was having a race versus robots and human beings, but yet we're still using these little narrow straits that's a bottleneck for all this crude oil. And they talk about the fuel prices in America going up so much, even though America is the biggest like oil producer, crude oil producer on the planet. And I've talked about this before that Coach JB said, and I don't know if this is true, but I can definitely see it because this is what California does to say we're green. They get their oil out of the ground and then ship it overseas for it to be refined and then bring it back at a higher cost, so therefore the consumers have to pay so much more instead of just simply refining it where you get it out, not having to transport it, which burns fuel, is worse for the environment. But yet California can be, we don't pollute, even though that gigantic plastic island is where? Really close to California. Shocking, right? The place that screams the loudest about environmentalists and that you should be one, save the planet, hug a tree, go lick a plant, and yet there's an island of plastic that I don't see that. No, 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 it doesn't exist. You're crazy. So why would anyone believe what China has to say? I have no idea what they produce. And those fields that they could not be hooked up. You people are so stupid to believe China in any way. But these agencies have an agenda. China is feeding them the crap they want to hear. So therefore, we'll believe them. If China was saying the opposite, there would be articles about China lying. China is the biggest solar energy. That's what they would do. I don't understand why everybody is so quick to believe anything and everything someone says. especially China. Wake up. The reason why things are more expensive is because 15 different organizations, companies, people have to have their hand in the pot. So therefore, you as the consumer have to pay more so all these other people can get rich. That's why prices are so high. It's not about the deliveries. It's not about, oh, it costs this much to refine it. Oh, we have to pay people. No. It's because so many people want their piece of the pie, and it's gotten so insane that we, as consumers, are actually the ones being hurt by all this greed.